All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting of the Isle of Wight Commission for Adults with Disabilities to order. And I am going to ask Fred if you would do an invocation for us tonight.
Let us pray. Most gracious Heavenly Father, as we gather here tonight to help some of those who have a hard time helping themselves, bless this meeting, bless the way we speak to each other, bless this county, bless our leaders, both countywide and nationwide, that we always worship you, that the world follow you instead of politics or anything else, for you are our only way to heaven. Bless this country and bless this world and bless us tonight as we try to help those who need help the most.
That's right.
In your Son Christ's name we pray. Amen.
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 I think the members of the commission have been given a copy of the minutes from our secretary. I'd like everybody to take a moment or two and review those. Of course, Jim, I don't know where I put my copy you gave me. You got another one? Oh, wait a minute. Here we are. Here we are. Thank you.
I'll make a motion that the minutes be approved as written.
Second.
There's a motion to approve the minutes as written. I get a vote on this. Those in favor of approving the minutes as written, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion is carried. And all of you have received an agenda. Tonight is going to be primarily a business meeting, but I would still like someone to make a motion, if you're comfortable with this, to approve the agenda.
So motion.
Could I get a second on that?
Second.
Those in favor of approving tonight's agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Agenda is approved. Now, I see a number of people here this evening that we are happy to welcome, and normally at this point I would ask for citizens' comments, but we have a matter of elections for the commission for this year, and I'd like to get that done first and then open the floor because I don't want to hold you here too long. According to our bylaws, we are to hold elections this evening, that we should have had a committee looking at nominees. I don't remember, and Jim, you may refresh my memory as to whether we actually appointed that.
I don't think so. I think everybody agreed to stay on in their same position, so we did not have to do that last year.
All right. So what I propose that we do, and I'd like your approval of this, is that we take them in order: commission, vice chair, and secretary. Is the commission comfortable with that order of business?
Mr. Howard?
Yes.
Is there a certain, I don't know the bylaws by heart or at all really, is there a certain amount of years, like you've done it twice now, is there like a limit of how many times you can serve a position?
There are limits to how long one can serve on the commission.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, all of us, of course, are serving at the pleasure of the Board of Supervisors. So even an election tonight does not ensure that any one person would be here next month, for that matter. But according to our bylaws, January is our date for holding these elections. I'm sorry, did that answer the question?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so looking at the bylaws, the duties of the chair, and I think reading these is only fair. The duties of the chair shall be to develop and distribute the meeting agenda in coordination with other officers, to preside over all meetings of the commission, to appoint committees deemed necessary to accomplish the duties of the commission, to perform such duties as determined by the commission and the board of supervisors. Now, I have been serving in this capacity for a year and a half. I do not feel that I have to continue here. I will serve the commission in whatever capacity you would like for me to. But at this point, because this is a fairly new procedure, I think we're going to have somebody place names in nomination. Are there any nominees for this position?
I would like to nominate Howard to retain that position, as he has not committed an impeachable offense in the last year. In the political realm, that's an accomplishment at least. So I would like to nominate Howard to keep that position.
And don't try for any impeachable offenses.
I was just thinking of what impeachable offenses I'm still capable of carrying out, but no, I would not. All right. We do not really have a formal process from this point on, so we would put this to a vote at this time. And the nominee is Howard Meisel.
But parliamentary procedure, you got to ask if there's any other nominations from the floor twice.
All right.
There's no more nominations. So,
Well, from the looks that I received, I figured that maybe there would not be, but yes. Are there any other nominees for this position? Any volunteers? So if there are no more, one more time, are there any nominees for this position?
now I'll make a motion nominee be closed.
All right. I move that we close the nomination process. Can I get a second on that?
Second.
All right. Now we'll put this to a vote at this time. Those in favor of having Howard Meisel continue in this position for the coming year, please say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, so that's carried. Now, I regret that we are missing two of our commission members tonight. The flu is making the rounds. One is nursing an illness, and the other is nursing two children with illnesses. But we do have a quorum, so that's why I've continued with the elections this evening. Now, the second position is that of vice chair. It's currently held by Melinda Shortridge. The duties of the chair are to perform the duties of the chair in his or her absence, and to perform such other duties as assigned by the commission. Now, I would like to have some names placed in nomination for that position.
Can I ask a question before?
Yes, sir.
Have you talked to Melinda about retaining the position?
I have called her. I did not receive an answer. I suspect that she is sick. Fred, can you?
I spoke to her this afternoon. She said if nobody else would take it, she would. So, with that being said, I'll nominate her. If anybody else wants it, she'd be more than welcome for you to take it.
Well, I'll tell you what, if she doesn't want it, I will take vice chair, but I am leaving secretary, so I'll assume another role.
Why don't we switch them up?
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah, you might want to have her here to do that to her.
All right.
I don't know. That's a good time to get them.
So, are we placing two names in nomination? Or are we going to?
I'm gonna retract my nomination. Since Jim's interested, she said if nobody else would take it, so
Right.
if Jim's interested in the job, he should have it.
Well, then I need someone to make a formal nomination.
I nominate Jim.
All right. Are there any other names to be placed in nomination? Are there any other names to be placed in nomination?
Okay.
All right, I move that we bring this to a vote. Can I get a second on that?
Second.
All right. Those in favor of Jim Pytek taking the position of vice chair, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Are there any nays? Congratulations, Jim. Thank you. Now, the job that is vital to what we are doing, but is also the most difficult job, is that of secretary. And I'll read you what the responsibilities of the secretary are before we go any further. To transcribe the minutes of all commission meetings and to transmit them to the members of the commission in their desired format. To prepare and transmit correspondence from the commission, to notify members of the commission electronically of all meetings, to establish correspondence with the Board of Supervisors, and to make arrangements for reasonable accommodations for commissioners and members of the public upon request. Now, several of these duties I have been carrying out in my role, and several of them are also being carried out by Jamie in her role as liaison from Parks and Rec. So the number of duties is not quite as lengthy as it appears here. But in order to do what we have been appointed to do, we do have accountability, and the best way to manifest that is through maintaining accurate minutes of our proceedings, and therefore I'm hoping that we can find someone who will step forward and take on this difficult position.
And Mr. Howard, if I can, there's
Yes.
two things. Is the minutes are not meant to be difficult. They are just bullet points. You don't have to write out full sentences. They are just bullet points of the meeting, just major points. So they should be easy. And just like all other commissions or task force, like members on it should share the roles and responsibilities. It shouldn't always be the same people taking on higher roles. It should be shared responsibilities and duties.
So with that being said, is there anyone who would like to place a name in nomination for the position of secretary?
Phrase that another one. Is there anybody that would take the position of secretary?
That would be the second way to phrase it. Is there anyone who would consider taking this position for this year as the secretary?
Remembering it's only a one-year sentence.
All right. I'm not exactly sure what we do at this point.
You can nominate someone that's not here. You might not get a Christmas card from them next year, but
And you're asking me to be the nominee, the person to nominate.
I'm just saying anybody can. I don't necessarily want to get in trouble with either one of those women. I like them.
All right. I'm in a quandary here as to what to do. The only thing I can think is that since Jim did agree to take minutes this evening, prior to stepping down into his new position, that we talk to one another during the course of this month, do a little soul searching, and see if somebody will step forward and take this position. Call me or text me or email me, and we will take up the matter of the secretary at the next meeting.
Yeah, I make a motion that we table the election of a secretary, two of y'all can apply enough pressure. Just someone to take it.
Very good.
That's great expectations from you two.
We'll need a second on that.
Second.
So we will table the election of secretary until next month. Well, with that out of the way, I would like to, on my right agenda, I would like to open the floor for citizens' comments. I know we have people here tonight from the civic leagues, and we're delighted that you're here and look forward to having you at upcoming meetings as well. And we have some concerned citizens that I see here on occasion, and Ms. Chapman, for instance, thank you for being here. We appreciate your support very much. And then we have some new people here as well, and I want to open the floor at this time to those people that are here, if they would like to discuss some of the issues that pertain to this commission, you have questions, or whether you want to bring new information to us. We would like to hear from you. Albert?
Howard, I'll start. What I did is I asked my, Herb, is Herb here yet? No. Herb DeGroff is the president of the Alawite Citizens Association. I'm president of Carroll Civic League. And what we decided to do...
I'm sorry, what's your name?
I'm sorry, Albert Burkhart.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I thought everybody in the county knew me, but that's just me. Anyway, what we... And I put it in the newspaper, and Howard, what I forgot to do was I usually send out a reminder, and I forgot, like Tommy Fenderson wanted to be here tonight, and I think I was supposed to pick him up, Heather, but anyway. So I guess what I'm saying to you all is I think I'd like to try this again, if you all don't mind, because I think I'm the only one here who represents, well, Bobby, you're in the association. I can count you.
Never had a handout one of these.
I'm sorry?
Want to get into the league, the door is locked.
The handicap door's locked.
The handicap
Yeah, I won't go.
is in a wheelchair.
I don't think so. Let me see if anybody else is here.
We're going to try to get, this is an ongoing problem for us, and we're going to try to take care of it.
That was Jamie, right?
Yeah.
She can do everything.
But she doesn't have a key tonight.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say to you all. If you all will indulge, I think I'll try this again next month. Because you all meet on the first Monday, right?
Well, this has been what we have been doing, but we need to talk a little bit about that this evening.
Okay.
We know that you meet on the second Monday. Am I correct about that?
Normally, yes.
Yeah. And we have commission members that like to be at your meetings.
Okay.
So we will be talking a little bit this evening about that.
Yeah.
That conflict. We're not quite sure what we can do yet, but we'll be discussing it.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Well, Howard, just for now, let me go ahead and commit to you all. If you all meet on the first Monday of next month, I'll have my people show up here. Is that okay?
Oh,
I mean, if they show up.
yeah.
And
We'd love to have them. Yeah.
I think I mentioned what I forgot to do was send out the usual reminder, and usually that's what draws people.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say, if y'all don't have any
Yeah.
objections.
As a matter of fact, Albert, I will call you prior to that next meeting.
Okay.
And give you information. Should there be a change in our evening of meeting,
Okay, good.
I'll inform you of that.
Yeah, okay.
Albert, why don't you stand, and I got a
Yeah,
question for you.
sure.
Because my memory's getting as bad as yours. What night of the month and what week of the month does the Fire and Rescue Association meet?
Oh my gosh, Freddie.
Is it the second?
I think it was a Wednesday, but I'm not
First
sure
Wednesday
anymore.
or second Wednesday?
Freddie, I'm not sure. It's been it's been years since I've been to one of those. But I mean, they meet in here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they. Now they-
Jamie probably knows that. Doesn't Jamie know everything?
I thought you knew everything.
Yeah, no, normally I do know everything, but I don't know that, so. All right, thanks, Henry. So unless anybody has any questions.
Well, we're glad that you are here and glad that you all are showing an interest, and we look forward to working with you.
Very good, same here.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak this evening? Good evening, welcome, Zen.
Hi. Sorry, lady. Good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
Dr. Rosa Turner, and I'm here, I'll say as my organization, Rushmere Community Development Corporation. I am interested in being, if you all have a distribution list or something, so we can ensure that those that we serve get the information that you all provide. Thank you for putting it on Facebook, appreciate it, I did get that information. I can give you all my email, which is rushmerecdc@gmail.com.
Yes. Now, we do have information we could provide your organization, and we will contact you. And for instance, we have the Heads Up program that is to notify first responders if there are people in the homes with physical or intellectual disabilities. We also have a resource booklet that's, I'm afraid I don't have the resource booklets with us tonight, but we will get those to you. And then we have a general information pamphlet that will let people in your community know who we are, what we do, and hopefully by the time I get it out to you, exactly which night we will be doing.
Great.
Our day.
And the other thing I'll let you all know too, so I'm the point of contact, as we call the River Keepers, with Chesapeake Bay Act, and also EPA, and also with the Watermen.
Mm-hmm.
So usually Virginia Department of Health makes sure we know when there's issues regarding health concerns with our water, when we need to stop our watermen from fishing in particular areas and everything else. Anywhere from the James River to the Blackwater River, and all the tributaries within the river. So, definitely.
Can I get your email address?
Sure, it's Rushmere,
Uh-huh,
CDC,
uh-huh.
@gmail.com.
Okay.
Phone number, I'll give you that too,
Uh-huh.
804, I'm a project manager on my day job.
Okay.
804-516-8711, Dr. Rosa Turner.
Okay.
Okay? But thank you, thanks for what you're doing.
Dr. Turner, thank you for coming out tonight.
You're welcome.
Yes, please, go forward.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. Good afternoon.
This is my first time coming here, and you must be Fred Mitchell.
No.
This is
he
Mr.
here?
Mitchell
Mr.
over
Mitchell?
there.
You're Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mitchell. I spoke with you on the phone. It's been.
And I'm sorry we don't have that resource book here for you tonight. I thought we would, but we don't.
Okay.
But I do have,
It's also on our county
I have
website too, the resource book. It's on our county website as well.
Okay, what is it? I'll wait.
Isle of Wight County,
Here
if
we
you
go.
Google Isle of Wight County, it should be like isleofwightco.us in the search.
Okay.
you
Yes,
got
ma'am.
one?
I can offer you the abstract. This is not a finished form, but it does have all of our contacts, so this
Okay.
is for you.
Oh, thank you.
But we'll get you a nicer booklet,
Okay.
all right?
Thank
What
you.
was your name?
Well, my name is Laverne Copeland, and I started an autism support group in Portland. As y'all know, the numbers of children diagnosed with autism is really high, and it seems like the new norm, because so many kids that have autism. My grandson has autism, he's now 8 years old. He is verbal and he goes to school, but there are some kids who are non-verbal as well. I have a few people in the group. I just started a year ago to bring more awareness and acceptance to autism. More needs to be done, a lot more needs to be done. And I was speaking with Captain Potter one day in the store. That's how I got connected with Mr. Mitchell here. And he told me about this meeting. And I told him I will be here. And I just got off work. I intended to bring a flyer, but I didn't have my flyer with me. So I was trying not to be late. I had to pick my grandson up from school and take him to my sister's and get him some food and everything. But thank God I am here. But yeah, so I had started that autism group, and I wanted to know what type of programs or events, types of activities that y'all do here for children with disabilities. See how we can partner and work together to bring more awareness and support. There are mothers at home, of course. Sometimes people don't know which way to go. Feel like they're in a dog tunnel sometimes, you know. And the group is called the Spectrum of Light Autism Support Group. And so we share information, strategies, coping skills, because you know, there are no two kids the same. And they go through their meltdowns, and it's about educating ourselves so we can be better parents and guardians for our children to be able to help them. It's a lot that we have to deal with as an autistic parent, because they have different abilities, you know, and you gotta know what their triggers are that causes their meltdowns, and it's a lot to learn. But it's very interesting, and I'm really excited, very passionate about autism. So that's why I'm here tonight, to see what information I can get from you all. And we can partner together, work together as one.
Did I give you the number for the Autism Society of Virginia?
Yes, you did. And I had your number, somehow I got your number mixed up with the school number. I was looking to call you earlier and I couldn't find your number, so is your number on this directory?
No.
Can you write it for me, please? So you all meet the first.
We don't know.
We have been traditionally meeting on the first Monday at 6, but we've run into some conflicts with other county entities that need this room.
Okay.
So we're trying to, maybe tonight, to come up with a decision. But if you give your email address to our secretary, then I will contact you ahead of time about the next meeting and provide you with an agenda. Also, we could speak for a few moments after the meeting tonight, and I can tell you a little bit about what programs we currently have in the county. Or perhaps, Jamie, if you could give her a little bit of background now, that would be helpful. Jamie is our liaison with Isle of Wight Parks and Recreation, and she is also a therapeutic recreational specialist with background with working with autism and other people with special intellectual needs. And she is a real powerhouse here in this county, and we're very lucky to have her. And we have never said that our what we do is only for this county, but for our neighboring counties as well. And I know, Jamie, we are currently servicing at least one person from your county.
From Southampton?
From Southampton.
We don't have anything in Southampton County for our children.
Yeah.
And we really do need something there. There are many kids that's been diagnosed with autism. And I don't want my grandson to just be isolated. I want him to be able to enjoy life to the fullest, to be able to play sports and enjoy life. You know, need some modification, you know, whatever. But and he wants to play basketball and stuff. You know, we just need like one-on-one, you know, more attention and time and patience. You know, so.
Well,
I have a contact number.
My number is 757-556-7056. I'm sorry, I don't have my flyers. My name is Laverne, Laverne. Last name Copeland, yes.
Copeland.
Yes,
Copeland.
Copeland.
You know your email address?
Excuse me?
Email address?
Oh, M is in Mary, Z in Zebra, V in Victor, E in Edward, R, N, E, 63@gmail.com.
If you grab that pen right there, I'll write my email down for you.
Okay.
Ms. Copeland,
Yes.
I, for one, am on this commission because I'm in a similar situation to you. I have a daughter with autism. Her disability is probably more profound than that of your son. So all of us share the concerns that you've mentioned this evening. Problems of isolation, difficulty finding places to socialize, and that is what we're all about. So we are glad that you're here, and we would hope that you could find time to come and become more involved with what we do. and we will certainly reach out to you as well. We do have a couple of programs here in the county currently that might serve as a model for your county. The Hands and Hearts program is a foundation that we've established. Hands and Hearts. We have a First Fridays at Smithfield Baptist Church. We have a thrift store in town that hires people with, well, I shouldn't say hires. They bring people with special needs into work, and they teach them some basic job skills there. We have the RISE program, which is run through Isle of Wight Parks and Recreation, that has Friday programs, and then in the summer has a 2-week summer program as well. So we share all of our experiences with you. We'll give you as much information as we can.
And y'all know the schools are definitely not sensory friendly for our kids with autism. They have a hard time. Just the other day, my grandson had a meltdown because he was overwhelmed, too much stimulation. There's too many kids in the part of the care after school program, and that affects kids with autism. It's just too much, and they need to have a room for smaller population so they can go in there and have the sensory accessories there for them to help them to self-regulate and stuff. Which I'll be talking to the principal about that. That's coming up. Trying to make a difference, trying to help our kids because
Ms. Copeland, I deal with special ed for the county too, for the school system as well. I give you a call and we can talk. I deal with special ed for the school system as well.
Okay, you in Southampton?
No, Smithfield, Wednesday.
Okay. What's your name?
Mike Ogle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I think a lot of the schools are Ogle.
Yeah, I'm part of that one. I'm part of that.
Your name sound familiar.
Yeah, I know, part of that.
Yeah, well, thank you all so much.
Yes,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it. So I was sitting here for a little while.
Can I give you a suggestion too?
Sure.
So, are you familiar with Cortland Community Center at all? Have they not been helpful?
I haven't done anything with Portland, not with autism.
So Cortland Community.
We have some other citizens who've arrived.
There was somebody.
And I want to keep the floor open for citizens' comments for another moment or two. I don't know if
I'm going to.
Mr. DeGroff in the back, can you hear us, sir?
Yes. If I may, this is an opportunity for the public to make comments.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Thank you very much for the recognition. If y'all would, get one of these and pass it around to it, Fred. I've served on the school board for 13 years between 1996 and 2013, on and off. I had the opportunity to see what this lady was talking about and what you all are hearing. Michael knows this from conversations that we've had over the years. Students that have challenged faculties really can have a very difficult time. And unless you have well-trained people in the school system and an administration that recognizes the needs of challenged students, it can be very difficult. I can remember a family that Navy-wise that moved here from the Gulf Coast. And their son was extremely autistic. He could hardly stand to wear clothes. And their mother was a federal HR person, and in her communications with the Isle of Wight County School System, she kept detailed notes. They had to file a suit against the school system because they were not living up to the individual education plan that had been established for their son. And I sat in the back of the room when the conversation was taking place with the school board attorney there, and it was amazing how we leaned over and told the superintendent, you need to agree with what this person has said and is saying, because she's totally right. And I think it's really important that we continue to address these issues that make life difficult for challenged students in our school system, let alone in society generally. One of the things that can really exacerbate the situation with them, we all know about Mary Jane, marijuana, cannabis, THC, whatever have you. I don't know how many of you are aware of the fact that the Virginia General Assembly has a Cannabis Control Authority study group made up of 6 members of the House of Delegates and 5 senators, and it's going to come up in this legislative session about making the retail sale of cannabis in Virginia a reality. Since that first came to my attention back in late November, I have managed to collect any number of articles that have come up in the paper, and I will just refer. Commission here's ideas for retail pot rollout. Cannabis smoked or eaten linked to tobacco-like vascular damage. Virginia panel to roll out the cannabis plant, which makes you think that the decision's already been made to do it, even though the General Assembly has not officially acted on it. Pot's grip displaces relief for some.
So, Mr. DeGroff, what you're telling us is something that I've followed in the paper and I've found interesting as well. I'm not sure if it's within the purview of our commission, though.
Well, my request to you all is that this group communicate with everybody from Governor Spanberger on down to the delegates that make up this commission, as well as Mr. Waxman and Mr. Clark, who are the 2 representatives in the House of Delegates who represent Alawite County and other parts of this part of Virginia. In fact, Mr. Waxman has the distinction of having the most disoriented and biggest House of Delegates districts going. And being a pharmacist, he and I have had some conversations about this subject, and he's like me. And as I put in that letter, which will now be going to the governor, he said it is not good for society in general, and the idea will result in greater cost of Virginia than it will in tax revenue that's realized from. So that's the whole point of why I came this evening, as well as Albert and I got to get together, that this group let it be known what your position is. I asked the gentleman who styled himself as the new moderate head of the Alawite County Democrat Party that had a meeting in Windsor this past Saturday. I asked them to please take a position and let your position be known as the Alawite Democrat Party, where you stand on the retail sale of cannabis and the things that it can do to Virginia. And well, unfortunately, they chose not to take a position. And as I put in a follow-up message, when the bad guys are in the wire, it's too late to make the wrong decision, because good people get killed. In the wire is a combat term for when you've got a defensive position and you got wire out there with mines, but the bad guys manage to get in the wire. That's what that means. You don't want them in the wire. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to that, and read up on this and become familiar with it, and let not just Mr. Waxman and Ms. Jordan, and Senator Jordan and Delegate Clark know, but communicate with the governor's office. 804-786-2211 is the governor's office phone number. 804-786-2211. Okay.
Mr. DeGroff, thank you.
Sure thing.
And I want to thank you for being here this evening. And this is something that I will put on our agenda for next month to see if the board wants to take a formal position on this matter.
Okay, you have a chance to get through to the General Assembly between now and the end of February, because it's a 60-day session. It's a long session. So they'll be there a while, and when the General Assembly says, Virginia's in danger.
All right, thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. If there are no further comments from the public this evening, I'll move along to reports on commission activities and projects. I would like to take a moment, if the commission will permit, to commend Jamie Clack on the events of Friday evening, the third annual therapeutic ball, which was held here in Isle of Wight County. It drew participants from Suffolk, from Norfolk, from
Chesapeake,
Portsmouth,
Virginia Beach, and James City County.
and James City County, and maybe
One from Hampton.
one from Hampton, maybe next year Southampton County.
Yes.
But Jamie and a team of volunteers did a tremendous job of putting together an evening of food, music, entertainment, and very importantly, I thought, recognition of these young adults who were able to be there that Friday night. And I found it very inspirational, very moving, and thank you, Jamie.
Yes. It's one of my favorites, so.
Now, I was hoping we might hear a little something tonight on Special Olympics, but our commission member who has been working on that is nursing sick children, so I think we can move on from there. I know that we are still working on getting out information on the Heads Up program, and is there anything you would like to add on that?
I spoke with Captain Potter today. He just returned from 8 days of vacation. But the sheriff's office has got forms in the vehicles. He suggested that someone meet with possibly the social services person at the new hospital. They're brand new. The doors just opened last Tuesday. And we get some forms to them so they can distribute them to the patients that may need them. I'm pretty sure that the fire and rescue people are now distributing the forms or have them on board their ambulances and fire trucks. But anyway, like I gave Albert a bunch of the forms tonight, distribute to anybody that's more than free to make copies of them. They're being used here in Isle of Wight County, but if anybody else can use them to kick off a program in Southampton or something, it's really beneficial to fire and rescue and police officers, as well as disabled patients, any type of disability. It gives them a heads up of what's going on. That's why it's called Heads Up. But it's in its infancy. Hopefully it will grow and become a mature child one day.
Yes, and spread beyond our county.
Yes.
In
The
fact,
seed has been planted.
Mrs. Copeland, if you did not get one of those forms tonight before you leave, I would, yeah.
That's the emergency
Yeah.
communication.
Heads up form.
Something you may want to share with first responders in Southampton County.
I will. And Franklin.
And
Right.
Franklin.
Yeah. I had a couple of police officers come to my meeting.
That's
an excellent first step.
Yeah, that's a good program for the police officers and the fire and rescue people. They have a heads up on what they're getting into, and it may save lives because they know they're walking into an autism situation or something that's on the form.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little slower to react, knowing that they're dealing with someone with emotional, physical, mental disabilities, that now they're aware of it. Their training can kick in to slow down and respond in an appropriate manner.
And save a life. Have
Save
y'all
a
seen the blue envelopes for the
Yes.
police?
Yes.
The blue envelopes? Yeah, from DMV.
But a lot of people don't keep a blue envelope in the house, so when
I
a
know.
police officer gets called to an address and somebody goes through the door because of a neighbor complaint or they heard something.
Yeah, but they are for the vehicles anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
If they're listed in this program, they get a head up on the dispatch
That's
call.
right. This is a good idea. I like this.
It can save
And I'm
lives.
definitely gonna share it.
And the beautiful part about it is, my feelings is, not only the family of someone who may get shot or injured in something because the police officer didn't know any better.
Right.
You
And
save
it has happened.
2 families. You save that family and a young police officer that has to, because of his training, shoot somebody to protect himself. He's got to deal with that the rest of his
That's
life,
right.
and so does his family. And a lot of young marriages don't survive that.
Yeah.
So it works 2 ways.
It does. I appreciate this information. And I will definitely pass it on.
And thank you again for the work you're doing on that heads up program. I think it's one of the most important things we're doing at the moment.
I'm trying. It's slow, but it's getting there.
It's slow.
Well,
Now, I'm going to move on to old business, and the old business has to do with the letter that I passed copies to the commissioners concerning, as you may recall, in our November meeting, we were moved from this room into a conference room, which just barely held our numbers, due to a meeting that apparently was planned at the same time as our usual first Monday meeting. I don't know what happened. I put out a call and also an email to Don Robertson, but I never received any reply from him regarding this. But Jamie has looked into this on our behalf, and she sent the following message showing that there were some options for us to consider. The second and fourth Monday of the month are available. There's also Tuesdays, the first, second, and third Tuesday of the month available. Wednesdays, every Wednesday is available. And Thursday options would be the second Thursday of the month, also available. We also looked at the possibility or considered earlier meetings, but I do not think that's fair to the public. People need to come after work. I think trying to do something in the afternoon would make it very difficult for members of our, just members of our commission and members of the public to be in attendance. So I think we need to stick to the 6 o'clock. But I do want to open it up to discussion this evening. My concern, and I guess I'll address this to you, Jamie, we had received assurances previously that Monday nights were open to us, and then suddenly they were not. Do we really have any assurance, if we consider these, that we won't run into the same situation?
Mike Frickenese, the director, looked through the schedule with me, and it seemed like the first Monday of the month is often used or set aside for those important dates where we would be overruled, but the dates that I wrote down seems like they are always open. Okay. I say that with like 99% reassurance.
Right.
But also the Commission on Aging, they meet on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and they are always very high turnouts for their meetings too.
But
Those
just
are
said the
retired.
key word
They're
there,
retired.
Commission for the Aging.
Yeah.
All those people are retired.
Yeah.
I meant like the community that goes, like,
Yes, but
All those
we're also
people are
talking about
retired.
that.
um,
You have a captive audience in that age group.
So I'd like to open this up to discussion. How are people feeling here on the commission about this current situation? As you know, our brochures are out stating that we meet on the first Monday. We would have to modify those. It's been hard to get word out to begin with about us and when we meet. If we change, we do run the risk of confusing people or causing people to come on the wrong evenings. So there's a lot to think about here.
I was looking at Wednesday, and for lack of a better word, we kind of built Bible Belt
Exactly. Wednesday is
community,
church
and
night.
Wednesday is church night for most people, whether it's prayer meeting about whatever. We're the Bible Belt for the most part. So I would not like to consider Wednesday.
Well, it sounds like the first Monday's just
Don't work.
dead, yes. And so
I'm looking at,
the second Monday,
Yeah.
well,
it's consistently on the same day.
And Monday,
if you go to the second of any of them, I was thinking the second Tuesday, just because Monday seemed to be a problem for us. If you went to the second of anything, whether it be Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, you get out of the way of those, by going to the second, you get out of the way of the 4th of July, you get out of the way of Christmas, You get out of the way at New Year's. Yeah, everything either follows in the first of the month or the end of the month.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have as many conflicts with holidays. As many conflicts with holidays going with a Saturday.
That's a very good
And
point.
being on a Tuesday, you wouldn't be conflicted with as many holidays either, or government holidays. That would be my suggestion, but that's just a suggestion.
No, I think it's a very, I
And
think
if
you've made
you
some
did it right
excellent
now, you can
points.
meet again tomorrow night, because it'll be the second Tuesday.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think what's enough. But I like the idea of maybe going to the Tuesdays, but the second Tuesday is a conflict with the civic leagues. Am I correct about that?
No, Howard.
They do Mondays.
Is Kurt still here?
Oh, you're the second Monday.
Yeah, we did Civic League on the first Monday and Student Association on the second Monday.
But then we changed to the
But-
first Monday for everything.
Yeah, and now
So no conflict.
we only did that really for the convenience of, I'm sorry, I'm Albert Burker, Civic League President, Carrollton Civic League. We only did that because of Centera's schedule. And I guess what I'm saying is, and recently, we haven't had a good turnout anyway, so I hate to see somebody change their schedule, you know, if it conflicted with ours, because we haven't had a lot of attendance, Howard. I guess what I'm sort of getting at is, I sort of like Fred's idea about a Tuesday. Herb, do you?
Being the difference.
Yeah. Does that help? I'm not
Yes, it
sure.
does. It does. I'd like to open this to the citizens. Are there any thoughts from the citizens on this as well? And Mr. Ozell, I think you had some thoughts as well.
No, I'm just trying to basically, going on with Fred, but I'm just trying to make sure we still at the same time frame and everything else, but just changing our days.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, the reason I ask you, sir, is I know that you go to the school board meetings, and I wasn't sure what night the school board meetings were.
School board meets the second Thursday night every month.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, so that's not a conflict
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Now,
Thank
we
you.
are missing two members of the commission. We do have a quorum, and we can make this decision tonight. I don't know, I know with Ms. Acree, as a nurse, her hours, there could be conflicts here. Do we want to bring this to a vote this evening?
I think for us to have a meeting, scheduled that isn't interrupted, we need to at least, try to set a meeting date for our next meeting.
Yeah.
Further discuss it. Otherwise, we don't know when we're gonna meet.
No.
Not
Well,
a guaranteed time that we have the building available.
any other thoughts on this? I am,
So if we table it till the next meeting, then what we got?
we're back on the first Monday.
Back on the first Monday.
If we can.
If we can get the building, get the space.
Yeah.
Right.
And with this, coming up on the budget, there's gonna be a lot of budget meetings and stuff that are usually scheduled for one, just,
Yeah.
meeting tonight may go over because they're coming into the budget meetings.
Right.
I don't know. I'll make a motion that we change it to the second Tuesday night, which, for 1 month anyway, and see how the others think about it on February 10th at 6 PM.
Could I get a second?
I'm second that. That's supposed to be.
All right.
If we need to make changes, at least we got a concrete meeting date that the public knows about.
Yeah.
We can, address the issue again there.
So the motion on the floor is that we meet on the second Tuesday of February. And at that time, we will take a formal vote on whether that becomes our permanent.
Yeah.
I think that we need to have a show of hands on this. We've got a second. Those in favor of meeting in February on the second Tuesday, please say aye. Aye. Any nays?
That would be the 10th.
One nay.
February 10th at 6 p.m.
You have a conflict?
What you got, man?
Oh, I have a prayer meeting on Tuesday nights.
Oh, you
And
got-
I'm
you-
doing it
No, you don't have to apologize, but your friend is.
Oh, no, I ain't apologizing.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying, that's a regular
Just-
Yeah.
So,
thing, but that's fine.
what are your suggestions? What bring to the floor what you feel?
Would the first Tuesday work for you?
No.
No Tuesdays.
No Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
So it's fine,
Every
y'all,
day.
I mean, it's fine, y'all go ahead and go with this, that's fine.
You know, but we want to, we all the committee, we want to clear.
And remember, we are going to revisit this next month.
Yeah.
That This is just one month.
But Tuesdays are definitely an out for you.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay, okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we need to know.
Okay, so if you want
They all get pretty much, knock this out.
Now, that was sort of old business and new business. I have one other piece of new business that I'd like to bring forward before we adjourn the evening. And this has to do with the fact that our liaison will be taking a leave. Jamie, I guess it's okay for me to say. Jamie is blessed with news that she and her husband are going to have a baby, and she is going to need to take some time off. So congratulations, Jamie.
It's a girl. It's a girl. It's a girl.
You already know.
I'm sorry?
You already know.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Okay.
hey, that 2 minutes.
All right.
But there's a little boy hanging behind the girl, his twin, she don't know.
Don't put it on there.
I wanted twins, but it's just one.
Okay, okay.
Now, the reason I bring this up is not just to celebrate with Jamie, but we are,
Yeah.
but that this will mean that our RISE program will need to go into hiatus because Jamie will be out on maternity leave, and this will also negate our summer program. And if everything goes as to plan, then we would pick the RISE program up in October. Am I correct about that as well?
Yes.
Now, what this raises is that we only have one person to service our community through Parks and Rec. And when situations arise, there really isn't any recourse. So many of us who have young adults who depend on these programs will be scrambling to find other things for socialization and occupation. I am of the mind to petition the county to hire a second person to support Jamie through Parks and Rec, so that when situations like this arise, these programs don't have to stall. We have never gone to the board and asked for any money. We frankly thought about it and didn't see a reason for us to have money, but I think that
Jamie said we didn't need any, and then she went and got pregnant.
well, she did surprise us on that. But I think that we should.
Jamie, how much longer are you gonna be with us?
My due date's July 4th. And then I'll be on, whenever the baby comes, 12 weeks.
How long will it take you to train your assistant? I'm just asking serious questions.
I don't know.
I mean, I know that the pace of government moves slow, so we need to get on this quickly.
This is why I brought it up this evening,
Right,
as I think that we are going to have to, right now, while the board is considering a budget, go to the board,
Yes.
explain our concerns, and I hope that I would not be the only one present for that, and that we could get maybe several people, including some of the people who have young adults in these programs, to speak on behalf of this. And again, I do not think that um, we necessarily have to find somebody with the high qualifications that Jamie has,
But
but somebody who could be directed by Jamie on certain situations that arise.
even after the arrival of her beautiful baby girl, when she comes back to work, she needs assistance. She does so much for us in the county as it is. Her position requires an assistant anyway.
I agree.
But see, that was gonna come up anyway, because like you said, she needed some assistance. We was dealing with her till it come to a time, it just got early enough time now that she needed help, so yes, we can put that to the board supervisor, I agree to that. Because we're gonna need that, as the committee continue to grow, we're gonna need somebody else besides her. 'Cause she can't just do it all by herself. So, yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
Albert said she knows everything while she was out trying to get the door unlocked. And I've never heard him say that about anybody but himself. So that tells you the value of Jamie right there.
So, what I propose is that we ask for time at the next Board of Supervisors meeting, and we make a proposal that a assistant be hired through Parks and Rec to keep the programs running during these times. And I am not exactly sure how to, who I would speak to get on the agenda.
Get put on the agenda.
That's Don Robertson?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
very
the only
good.
way you'll be on the agenda for the board of supervisors. Otherwise, we have to come up here and do it as citizens' comments.
Right. No, I want to be on the agenda right now.
Do you know when the next board
And then he
meeting
would,
Does
is?
anybody know the next
No, I don't,
third?
but there was some discussion at the last board meeting, there's something going on in Richmond, it might be that Thursday. I don't know. But they moved one meeting because of the General Assembly in Richmond, the board needed to go up there and the president's home. But, I'm gonna strongly encourage everybody sitting on this commission, you don't have to come out here and go to board supervisor meetings. It's on your phone, it's on your computer. You can watch it the next day, is what I do. But we need to know what's going on in this county. We need to know the budget issues that are going on. We need to know the people who represent us. Does anybody know who our new chairman of the board is?
I do.
Okay. But you know who our assistant, who the co-chair is.
They flipped. No,
May Roundtree is the
yeah.
co-chair. And Mr. Jefferson is the chairman of the board. But, and they talked in the last meeting about our commission and other commissions. In their next meeting, they even talking about the dates of our meetings. And some changes need to be made. And there's some other things they're working on as far as all county commissions go. So, and at the same time, they're gonna nominate the commission people at the next hearing, at the next board of supervisors meeting. So some of us might not be here the following month. But it's interesting to watch what's going on in the county. We need to be aware of it so that when we go to the board, we don't sound like we're not educated as to what goes on in here when they meet.
Yes.
We need, if we're gonna participate in county government, we need to know what's going on in county government. And I'll say that not only to commission members, but anybody out here that's part of the general public. You don't have to drive out here. If you've got a smartphone, you can watch it live, you can watch it the next day, the next evening. It's probably more entertaining than a lot of the junk you see on TV anyway. So take a couple hours and watch your board of supervisors meeting. It's very entertaining sometimes. You get to see Albert get up and speak, you get to see all kinds of citizens get up and speak and what their concerns are. And it keeps us abreast of what's going on in our own county.
I agree.
and Mr. Howard, it might be a good idea, for what you wanna ask, instead of going to Mr. Don, because he's now the county administrator, you might wanna go to Mike, the director, and then he would talk to the new assistant county administrator, who's the one who attends the board meetings, and that's Bill. So you might just wanna start with Mike.
And have Mike talk about putting us on the,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Cause he would
Very
reach
good.
out to Bill.
And then he'll reach
That
out
would be
to
the
Don.
good kind of chain.
3 more
I'll
steps.
call him, I'll call Mike on Wednesday then.
We grow, we continue to grow government.
What time the board meets?
Yes.
I think the board meets at 6 o'clock also, don't they?
They
On the
adjourn,
third Thursday, I
yeah,
believe.
but they adjourn at 6 and then they go into, they go into their closed session
Right.
and they usually don't come out until 7. And start off with 6, is that right?
Right.
About 7-ish?
Yeah, about 7, yeah.
It's ready.
I will talk to Mike, see if we can get us onto the agenda, and I will contact everybody, and hopefully we can have a strong showing at that meeting when we make our pitch. This is, the purpose of our commission is to advocate for these adults with special needs, and I think this is an essential thing that
And
we.
it will come out on the county website, the board meeting's agenda before the meeting, so you'll know whether you're, or not you're on the agenda.
I'm sure that Mike will let us know too. Okay, but very good. So, is there any other new business this evening? If not, I'm going to call this meeting adjourned. And I want to thank the members of the commission and the members of the public that have come out tonight.
I got one question.
Yes, sir.
When's our next meeting?
Our next meeting is on the
10th
is it the 10th of February? 10th of February.
10th of February.
All right. Second Tuesday, 10th of February.
The 10th at 6 p.m. and we'll
6
bring
p.m.
that issue up about Tuesday nights.
Okay. All right. Thanks to everybody for being here this evening. Appreciate it very much.